up, guys? Josh back here. We are doing a little Project Silvia update today. We're going to be working on the interior speakers. So I've got the driver's side door disassembled, and I've got the front speaker removed, which you can see is paper. It's completely blown out. There's nothing left of it. This is a Clarion 4-ohm original speaker. I'm going with some Rockford Fosgate R165X3, which is a 3-way speaker versus a 2-way. And unlike the stock one, which is paper, this uses polypropylene, which is kind of like a plastic material. So it's going to be far superior in moisture type areas like the door. It's not going to get damaged from water. It has a rubber baffle. It's got a pretty good excursion, has a mid-range, as well as a silk tone tweeter. So I like the overall sound dynamics of this 3-way speaker, and they're only like $38 brand new. And I've put these in my Skyline, and pretty much all my cars that I've done any type of speaker modifications to in the last 5 years, they sound great. If you guys are curious to figure out how to remove the door panel and what is involved to get the speaker installed and looking like that, stay tuned and let's dig in and find out how to do it. All right, guys, to get started, first thing we got to do is remove this door card. There is a little cover and a screw here, 3 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and a little faster here. Got my panel popper tool here. Get that off, and then from there you can just lift these little plastic pops. There you go. This just comes right up and off. Boom. So yeah, that's going to be the speaker we're removing, and like I said, the front speakers weren't even working at all, and you can just see there's obviously moisture damage caused of this. It's caused the deterioration, so the polyurethane or polypropylene speakers are going to do far superior in a damp condition. So while I got this off, this would be a good time to wipe the door panel down. So I'm going to wipe all this dust off, clean the door card, and do the install. And if you guys like Silvia S14 content, as well as Skyline R32 GTR content, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing down below. I would appreciate it. I'm trying to get the channel to grow, and I'd like to thank all the 78 subscribers in the last 30 days. It really means a lot to me. I'm finally starting to see that at least some people are noticing the type of stuff I'm working on. So it's kind of inspiring, keeps me motivated to keep making videos for you guys to help the community. But let's get this done. Alright, I got the door card cleaned up and looking better. The easiest way to start this install is just to remove the entire speaker. Look at all the corrosion back there. The voice coil is probably just fried out on this thing. That's why it wasn't working. But anyway, the reason why we removed the whole speaker is because we need access to this wire here. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that. Go ahead and remove the speaker. A couple modifications that have to be made. So when you look at the factory speaker, there's like these little notches that when you mount it into the cabinet, there's little nubs like these are not going to fit, as well as these little nubs here. There's no spot for those, so if you try to put the speaker in there to begin with, it's not going to seat down into position. So I'll show you how to easily modify this so you can make it work. So for these big long notches here, I'm just going to use a pair of dikes, and if you just cut it as low to the base as you can, it pretty much will work. So we'll go all the way the rest of the way around. these little nubs down, cut the tip off. But I went ahead and cut the tip off. Now I'm going to do a little grinding. That's what she said. All right, so these are aviation grade die grinders that I've got here, and I'm basically just going to die grind these areas flat. All right, so when you look at this, you can see that we've just created basically just a smooth surface so the speaker can mount flush all the way around. So let's go ahead and slip these in, slip the speakers in, turn them on, and see how it sounds. Now we need to take the stock speaker wire and we need to strip it back so we can connect the supplied wire that comes in the box. So we're going to shorten this down. Alright, that's all stripped. You can see everything's tightly wound. We can get the little butt connectors on. We're going to attach the supplied wires that came with the Rockford Fosgates. So yeah, looks something like that there. So we've got the wires that are going to fit perfectly to the speakers that came in the box, attached to the factory wiring. I'm going to put some electrical tape around it, and we're done. So we can go ahead and connect the terminals to the speakers. And you can see these holes mount up perfectly. So it's going to mount right to all the factory screw holes that were in the car. So that's no issue. Let's go ahead and get it buttoned down and we're done. Well, the speakers are in. Let's go ahead and turn the ignition on and let's see how they sound. And my big thing for Rockford Fosgate with these three-way coaxial speakers is they can handle up to 45 watts RMS. So if you want to put them on like a decent amplifier, you can do that and they'll give you adequate sound performance. But if you're somebody who just wants to do something like what I'm doing and just plug up to a stock head unit, which this thing only has a tape deck, so I mean that's pretty old school, but I'm gonna probably leave it for now. But if you just want to put it on like a CD player or just whatever, like whatever type of head unit you have in your car, they'll do a really good job giving you really good sound performance out of them because they do have a three-way speaker design. So you've got a mid-bass or a mid-range driver, you've got a silk dome tweeter and a polypropylene mid-bass. So this is going to do really good with moisture. This rubber baffle is not going to, you know, blow apart when it gets a little bit of water on it like the stock ones. But anyway, guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw the door panel back on. We'll see what it looks like all buttoned up, and this job's done. Well guys, that'll conclude today's video. We are all done. Speakers all fully installed. If you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I'd appreciate it. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely getting some growth, and I appreciate it. So anyway guys, I'll be back next time with more Silvia S14 content as well as Skyline GTR content. So until then, you guys have a good one.